welcome to Monday evening.
Yeah, welcome to the Monday Takeover. I'm Kel.
And I'm Lisa.
This show is a very temporary show. We are just popping on to say hi to you and chat to you about a few bits and bobs, replay you some excellent content we've got. Our Oscar is taking a bit of a holiday, a bit of a well-deserved holiday, so we are just trying to
fill the gap.
Keep Mondays filled for you, really, and yeah, get something out to wear so you don't all feel lonely. I'm sure you would have lonely without the Pride in Surrey team.
Yeah, but we're quite excited actually because it gives us an opportunity to re-show you a brilliant interview that we did with a brilliant friend of Surrey called Susie Blue. So we'll come on to that in a minute, but a couple of sort of like notices for you.
Yeah. Yes. As most of you know, yesterday was the 21st, which was Census Day. It was the very first census which actually aimed to take our numbers and aimed to ensure representation of the LGBTQ community. And it asked us questions regarding our sexuality and our gender identity, which is a hugely positive step forward for visibility in the UK.
And something that we really welcomed. I know there's been some mixed opinions about it and people thinking that, oh, maybe the questions are a bit intrusive, but actually the reasons behind having those questions on the census were really sound, and it is about gathering statistics so that the government knows and service providers know how many people are in the community and what demographic they fall into. So being able to demonstrate decent numbers of LGBTQ people and gender diverse people is really important to secure services going into the future. So thank you for filling in the census.
Absolutely. Yeah. Huge step forward.
The other thing that we wanted to mention to you is that Pride in Surrey have some volunteer vacancies. So please do go and check them out on our website. There's lots of different vacancies available in all areas of our organisation, and we would really welcome applications from you. So please do pop along to the website and have a look. And if anything takes your fancy, just drop us a little application. The application form is dead simple. And yeah, we'd be delighted to hear from you.
We've got some really interesting vacancies, actually. We're looking for people to come and join our community engagement team, working alongside Yana. Fabulous team, fabulous work being done there. So have a think, maybe get in touch if you'd like to join that team. We're also looking for people to join the digital content team. So you two could be here live in front of the camera and engaging and reaching out to the community. So that's great fun. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch with us. What else are we looking for?
We've got an admin vacancy. We've got some vacancies in fundraising. There's lots of bits and pieces. Oh, and our shop and safe space. We're looking for some assistance to help in there, which brings us on to the next point, actually.
Yes, our shop and safe space, all being well and ensuring we all stick to the rules. Between now and then, we should be able to twang our doors open on the 12th of April to welcome you all back in. So keep your eyes peeled. We will put some more details out on all our social media and all our website just to confirm plans. But at the moment, it's all looking good and it's looking on course to be open on the 12th of April, and I know that Charlie, Alan and the team at the shop just can't wait to get you guys back through the doors and say hi.
And I know that there's some brilliant stock on order as well. So there'll be some new products in there that you won't have seen before. And keep in touch. You can also, for anybody who's not local to us, you can have a look online. Everything's available online and really quick dispatch times. There's free delivery on over
£10, yes.
So yeah, and really good value. I sometimes find that lots of Pride stuff is very overpriced, and that's actually not the case with our shop. So if you're looking for good quality, value for money, produce and merchandise, then please do pop along.
Absolutely, and support Pride in Surrey at the same time. Excellent.
Fabulous.
So we would like to talk to you about a great friend of Pride in Surrey, the incredibly, insanely talented musician, Susie Blue. She's had some big news in this last couple of weeks, hasn't she?
Yeah. We spoke to Susie, was it before Christmas or maybe just after Christmas?
Yeah, just before Christmas we spoke to her.
And she's a great artist. She produces some queer indie pop is how her and her management bill her work. And I fell in love with it because I just think the creativity that comes through her videos and her lyrics are just fantastic. and we've really enjoyed her, haven't we?
Absolutely. So just to keep you all in the loop, she just released a new album on Spotify. Boys, go and check it out. Honestly, it is absolutely incredible. And
she's completely features in our Spotify playlist now, doesn't she?
She is our Spotify playlist now, but it's nice to support independent artists, but particularly queer independent artists. Some other exciting news coming from Susie is she was recently included in this amazing list of 11 Irish icons. She was also included on this list alongside artists like Sinead O'Connor, Nadine Coyle, Damien Rice, Lisa Hannigan, and to be included on a list with artists like that, I'm sure she was incredibly proud. And in that list, written by a music journalist, he actually describes her as Northern Ireland's Queen of Queer. And I think that's absolutely what an accolade to be marked as Ireland's or Northern Ireland's Queen of Queer is insane.
Yeah, I think it's just really refreshing to see songs coming out like hers. I mean, they make no apologies for being completely and utterly queer, and it's lovely to see. Absolutely fantastic to see. So we were delighted to be able to interview her back then. We're absolutely delighted to be able to rescreen it now. Do we want to mention the film, actually?
You can go for it. There we go.
Okay, so Susie was also the musical director, I think was her official title, on this fine film. It's a short film. You can find it on BFI Flair. I found it really easily online. You can just search for it. It's called From A to Q. It's about 20 minutes long, and it's about somebody who falls in love with her best friend and the roller coaster journey that takes her on as she comes out as being gay. And a lovely little film, and well done to Susie for that, because the music that she selected was absolutely fantastic, and the screenwriters and the actors absolutely brilliant, thoroughly enjoyable. So I highly recommend you go and have a look at that. It's a free film on BFI Flair.
So without further ado, I guess we'll go on and we will play one of Susie's songs. What do you think?
Yeah, please.
Shall we do this? So we'll just get this up for you now, and I'll just do some jiggery pokery magic.
Walk into her knife over and over, but when she asks me to come on over, I do. We were free and scared. We were free and scared. We were free and scared, wondering what went wrong. And I don't wanna stay here tonight. Can be this alright if I stay by your side? I don't wanna go, so I keep on losing. I don't wanna win, so I keep on losing. And I don't wanna live, so I keep on lying. I can't believe, so I keep on lying. Look into the night, over and over. When I say there was nothing more I could do, I didn't mean to care. I didn't mean to care. I didn't mean to care about what went wrong. And I don't wanna stay here tonight. Can't be this alright if I stay by your side. We'll come waste tonight, and I don't wanna go, so I keep on pushing. And I don't wanna win, so I keep on losing. And I don't wanna live, so I keep on fighting. I can't believe, so I keep on lying, and I don't wanna go, so I keep on pushing. I don't wanna win, so I keep on losing, and I don't wanna live, so I keep on dying. I can't believe, so I keep on
I love that.
I love it too. How's that for a final scene? I just absolutely love it. And just to say as well, I know that was Susie's fiance that was starring in that alongside the male actor who I didn't actually pick up his name, so apologies for that. But Audrey was there. Yeah, fantastic.
So I guess now we will stream the interview that we recorded with Susie. Yeah, not really much else to say about that. Let's get that up for you. And we'll be here watching it with you in the background. So any questions, if you want to chat to us in the
Comments,
chat box, please do. And let's
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pride in Surrey. And one of our special interviews we have for you this evening is with the amazing Susie Blue, who's joining us from Derry tonight. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You are in Derry, aren't you?
I'm in Belfast at the minute, but I'm from Derry.
Right, very good. Okay, excellent, excellent. Right, so Susie, you, I came across you on Facebook just this week actually, and you posted a video in one of the community groups that we belong to, and incredible. Your music is just beautiful, and you've got just this incredible talent. How long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
I've been writing songs since I was about 15, and then I've been performing at open mic nights and stuff. Probably since I was 16, 17, around there. So it's been a good few years now. I know I look about 12, but I am 27, so roughly 10 years, I guess.
Excellent, brilliant. And I was trying to figure out how I would describe your musical style. I don't think I can really, because you're quite mixed, aren't you? I mean, how do you describe it yourself?
Well, every song that I write, I don't write with a genre in mind, so it would be whatever comes out, kind of. Especially if I'm playing with other people who I play live with. But we have settled, me and my manager, on queer indie pop, because it kind of covers everything, sort of.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. And you talk there about performing with other people. In a lot of your videos, you've got quite a big gang with you, don't you? You've got a lot of people that you drag in to produce those videos for you.
Yeah, it's a lot of begging and borrowing going on there. They're all sort of done DIY, especially the two newest videos, which Daughter, that video, I shot most of it on my phone. Over the last 3-4 years, getting stuff when obviously we were allowed outside and we were just hanging out. It's sort of like a little homage to the queer scene in Northern Ireland.
Yeah,
brilliant video.
It was really good. Yeah. Very much, you know, you got that. You incorporate Vogue in it, don't you? and it's really entertaining to watch. Really, really good.
Yeah, we'll play it at the end of this interview,
Yeah.
so all the viewers can see it. It's brilliant. Yeah.
So as you were sort of coming into your own, who did you, when you were younger, like when you were a kid, when you were that 15, 16, 17-year-old, who did you love music-wise?
I kind of grew up listening to a mix of people. My father really loved Christy Moore and Sinead O'Connor, and then on the other side, my mother would listen to Patsy Cline, and Connie Francis and stuff like that.
That's like a marriage of our influences growing up. Eh?
It is, exactly.
So that might be why you like my music. Maybe no one else gets it. It's just very niche.
I think it's brilliant.
don't think it is. I think you just, you need to push it out there, and once everybody hears it, you'll have so many fans banging down your door.
Well, fingers crossed.
Your tone actually does remind me so much of Sinead O'Connor, and you also reminded me of Dolores O'Riordan. And
that's the two most common comparisons I get, and they are literally the best compliments I think anyone could ever get.
Yeah, not bad, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, look, we love what we've heard from you, and we're looking forward to hearing more. So in terms of what you've been doing music wise, because you're based in Northern Ireland, so what's the scene like there, and what's been the highlight for you so far?
The scene here is like so full of talent. I don't think you could throw a stone and not hit a musician. It's just they're everywhere and they're all so talented, and it's almost like a big, like, weird family where you know every single person in every band. So it's kind of like you're going to your mate's show no matter what show you go to. And all the gigs are like, there's so many venues here for smaller shows, so it's really nice to be able to go to gigs. Obviously not now, we haven't done anything in probably a year and a half, but when we get back to it, I hope it'll be as good as it was.
I think people will engage with that with gusto, because we've really missed live music, haven't we?
And I think people have got a newfound appreciation for the smaller venues and for the independent artists and for the real artists. Really, I think people want to put money back into that scene. So I can't see it being. I think people are ready to get out now, aren't they? They're ready to go to gigs and have a pint and see their mates, and they're raring to go.
Definitely.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you were saying there about there being loads of venues and stuff, I mean, that's the joy of the island of Ireland, isn't it? I mean, there just seems to be so much talent, and even like all the pub gigs and stuff, I just, oh God, I miss it so much. I'm so homesick. I'm going to say I've been stuck in England. That's not what I mean at all, but I have been somewhat stuck in England for quite a long time. I'm itching to get back.
We'll get back.
Yeah. So your indie queer pop music has, I mean, that queer influence it runs through everything that you do, really, doesn't it? Have you found that that's been well received? Has it ever worked against you, or do people just lap it up the way we have?
It probably has worked against me in some way that I am unaware of, because I suppose the people who wouldn't like my music would never listen to it. And if anybody wasn't into that or whatever, I suppose they wouldn't even search for it or try find it. I find that if you're a little queer girl, you're going to search out queer stuff, which is what I did. I think it's worked in a good way for me, that it helps me reach the right people. Like you guys, like I'm able to be sitting here with you guys because of it. And in regards to the hindrances of it, I haven't seen them, but I'm sure they're there. I'm sure that I've been blocked out of something because of who I am.
Have you ever had any issues at any of your gigs where somebody's turned up not necessarily realizing what kind of music you're playing and kicked off?
I think if I was ever at a gig where someone showed up and wasn't into it and didn't realize, I don't even think they would catch on, because it's not really something people would like. If you're coming to a bar to hear a band, you're coming to hear the band. If you're going to the bar because you didn't know a band was on, you're not really listening to the music. You're there to get drunk.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
good.
It's really, really good. So listen, let's talk a little bit about equality, because we're interviewing you and bringing this over our LGBT History Month content. And so I just wanted to, as somebody who's from the Republic of Ireland, I wanted to have a chat with you about life in the North, because obviously the Irish marriage referendum was 22nd of May 2015. It's forever etched in my mind, when Ireland, by popular vote, agreed that same-sex marriage could be legalised. But you had an awful long wait in the North, didn't you?
Yeah, I think we have a long wait with everything up here because of our government. They did take a 3-year paid holiday, so that was a bit of a hindrance in any sense of moving forward with anything. But for some reason, that was a divide between political parties that stopped same-sex marriage going through, it sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but it was literally two parties who didn't want to agree with each other, and that's what made it take so long. But they had the rallies, and I played at the rallies. We marched, we did everything we could, and eventually it came through.
Was there a lot of public support for it?
From what I saw, yeah, it was. I played the marriage equality march before it got passed, so it was the last one. And the crowds at that just gave me so much hope. It was like Pride times 100. So I'm glad it was the last one.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a brilliant victory in the end. When was it? It was only last January, wasn't it? It's only last January that it passed, but finally got there in the end. And of course, one of the biggest activists of the time was Lyra McKee. And unfortunately, she was murdered in the line of duty as a journalist, covering riots on the Creggan estate, which is an awful sad loss for journalism, for Northern Ireland, for the LGBTQ movement. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't only ever met Lyra in a professional sense or at Pride events, but she was so well loved in every community that she was involved in, and it's just absolutely heartbreaking that she was taken before she ever should have been.
Yeah, real shame. But from that, you actually ended up. I can't believe I'm even saying this. So you collaborated with Brona Gallagher on a little cover version of a very famous tune, and at the end you've sort of dedicated it to Lyra. How did that come about? I mean, did you know Brona, or how's that connection made?
So I met Brona at a bar in Derry called Bennigan's that had regular open mic nights, and we used to have lock-ins and stuff, the nice kind, and we play music, piano, sing, and then that's when I first met her. And then her sister Louise was speaking at a panel for International Women's Day that I was at, and I played at it, and she emailed me after it. She is a film producer, and she was making a movie called A Bump Along the Way, which starred Brona, and she asked if she could put one of my songs in it, And I was like, yes, of course, that sounds amazing. And then we went to the premieres in Derry and Belfast of the movie, and I sort of like became closer with Brona. And one night, I wanted to bring out a song for marriage equality coming through, and I was like, I want to do a duet with somebody, and I want to do a cover of a love song. And I said, I was in a bar with my friend, and my friend hyped me up, and I was like, should I just text her and just see what she says? And she replied straight away, being like, yes, that sounds amazing, let's do it. And we actually did it, and it happened. So I don't know how it happened still.
If you don't ask, you don't get, do you? Simple as that.
Yeah.
I got quite excited about it when I was speaking earlier. I probably should have explained who Brona Gallagher is for some people who might not know, because you didn't know, did you?
For the English.
So Brona Gallagher is, well, you can probably, do you want to explain who she is?
Okay. She's an actress, a singer, an Irish legend. She was in the Commitments.
Commitments, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I got to know her, and I fancied her a bit, if I'm honest. So, yeah.
She was also the first line in, I think it was The Phantom Menace. She had the first line in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Crikey.
She's excellent. It must have been quite an experience to produce that song with her.
Yes, it was. It really was.
Brilliant. Okay. So listen, tell us, where can we find your music? How can we download it? How can we put some pennies in your pocket?
I'm on all the usual ones: Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Shazam, all the regular ones. And then I have a website. It's susieblueofficial.com, and you can buy my merch there. Or you can follow me on social media, which is Susie Blue Official and Susie Blue Music on Twitter. And you can keep an eye on what's happening. If I ever get out of my house to gig again, you could maybe come.
I'm sure you will. We'll all get there eventually. Brilliant. Fantastic. So absolutely, please do find Susie's work, because it's a joy to watch. Yeah. And I kept sending it to people today saying, look at this one. Look at this. Isn't she fabulous? So please do check her work out. It's absolutely brilliant.
Very
Do you
enjoyable.
want to ask the last question?
What is the last question?
You know it. Usual last question.
Yes, the usual last question. So what's your answer? Susie, we air these interviews on our radio show on Radio Woking and Trans Radio UK, and I wondered if you would like to pick a song for us to play on your behalf.
I would. I was going to say, I don't know if it will like the style or whatever, but I was going to say Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love it.
You're happy with that?
I'm a huge Patsy Cline fan, so yeah, I'm over the moon with that. Absolutely brilliant.
And
right.
Susie, listen, thanks very much for joining us. Hopefully, maybe sometime you might be able to join us at Pride in Surrey. How cool would that be? We could get you over.
That would be
our women's tent.
Yeah.
Amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah, we'd love that. Right, so if you're not going to be too embarrassed with this, we're going to play you out with one of your own songs. And which song are we going to go for here? We're going for Daughter. Bear with me.
Do what I say. Don't do it any other way. Get on the ground. Feel around. Do what I say. Can't escape it anyway. You're so tightly wound. Whole way around. Living in fear of being in any way queer. You gotta stay around. Can't you hear the sound? All the people sing, they sing. I'll be on the ground, right behind. Don't do what they say. Who gives a fuck if you're gay? You should be proud if you were alive. You hear the people sing, they sing all the same thing. We're all queens and kings, and whatever in between. I know people love me, but it don't mean a thing. All the people sing, all the people sing, they sing all the same thing, they sing all the same thing. We're the queens and kings, and whatever in between. People look at me, it don't mean a thing. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me. You've got me.
Love that, Susie. It's brilliant. You must be so proud of it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I had a good time making it anyway.
It looks like you did.
And it looks like everybody else had lots of fun too.
So can you just remind our viewers where they can find you on the interweb? Because I'm sure that everyone's going to want to look you up now they've seen that.
Facebook is Susie Blue. It's SUSIE Blue. Instagram is Susie Blue Official. Twitter is Susie Blue Music. And then my website is susieblueofficial.com.
Absolutely fantastic. You really need to go and check her out, guys. Please do.
We'll whack the links in the comments.
We absolutely will. So thank you so much for joining us from Belfast this evening, Susie. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. And hopefully we'll speak to you soon.
Yes.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Live broadcasting at its very finest.
Listen, Susie Blue, she is absolutely awesome. Please go and check her out. She's just brilliant, and you've seen a couple of her tunes tonight, but there's some really fantastic ones. So go and find her.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys, for the Monday Takeover. Hopefully we'll have something fresh and exciting to bring you next Monday. But until then, tomorrow you'll have a live cook along with Molly and Yana. Those are always brilliant, so please get involved and watch the girls. They always create some incredible food. On Wednesday, you can join us for Muse on the News, where again it'll be Lisa and I, joined by Molly and Yana, and we will be dissecting some of the week's juiciest news stories for you.
If there's anything you'd like us to feature, just drop us a line to
online at prideinsurrey.org. So if there's a news story you'd like us to discuss, please drop us a line there. Alternatively, you can interact with any of our socials and just put it for my attention, Kel, and I will make sure that that makes it onto the show for you. All right.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Should we just mention our text talk?
Yes, do text talk. Do you know what? We've got a lovely thing. We've got a gorgeous thing. Let me find the gorgeous thing. There we go.
Lovely. So if you do need any support in any way, just text TALK in capitals to 88440 and a member of the team will get back to you. Probably should thank our sponsors, Surrey County Council, very supportive of our work, and we're very grateful to them for that. And yeah, we hope to see you during the week.
Yeah. All right. Cheers, guys.
Good night, all.
Bye-bye.